What's up, everybody? It's a very, very special episode of Lucas and Mo versus the world. I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to stop right here, but I'm going to let Lucas intro this thing for us.
Right. That popped in my head the moment. Oh, this is going to be lit because I'm really kind of drunk right now. So this is going to be fun. What's going on, knuckleheads? We're back. Lucas and Mo versus the world. This is our end of the year review in film. So, we got plenty of topics to talk about. I want to say normally we explain to you what the topics are. I think we're going to explain it as we go along because that's just going to make it so much more dope. So y'all can listen and enjoy us and enjoy us and enjoy us. I said enjoy us 3 times because I'm a little intoxicated, but that's still dope. So first topic in our year-end film review, breakthrough performances of the year, Mo.
Whew.
I'm going to give it to you first, man.
You hear those?
I'm going to get names wrong, so I'm going to need you to say, name me a breakthrough performance of this year.
You hear all the papers? You hear all the papers ruffling? Because I got notes for this episode. I have notes for this episode.
Hey, people, we don't do pre-production work at all. fuck what you heard. We normally we may get the topics days in advance, but we don't do pre-production work. Mo did pre-production work. This shit fitting to be lit.
Oh yeah. Like I had to break down everything. So my breakthrough performances, or just breakthrough performances in general. If you watched movies this year and you saw new faces and you saw people you didn't know, I know one face stood out to you in a movie that nobody thought was gonna be anything. Girls Trip. Tiffany Haddish.
Fuck yeah,
bro.
God damn it, dude.
Bro.
Damn it.
Like, you have to respect what she brought to that movie. You have to also respect that she was working with, a bunch of other actresses, Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah.
Struggle there for a minute, but it's fine. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right after you, so it's good.
Jada Pinkett, and who else was in that movie?
Regina Hall.
Yes, Regina Hall.
Yeah,
and
dope cast, man.
Really, really dope. And Regina Hall is usually the funny friend in every movie, in every black movie. She got outshined. No, matter of fact, the whole cast got outshined. Fine, this is a really good cast of women, but they got outshined, outclassed, and outremembered by Tiffany Haddish. True or false?
Tiffany Haddish is one of those people that if she won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for Girls Trip, I wouldn't be mad about it.
I would not be mad.
She's fucking amazing in this movie.
Oh my god!
And she came out of nowhere. How the fuck? I mean, I watched the Carmichael show, which Tiffany Haddish is on, and I fucking love her on that show. But I never thought you would get this performance from her.
Nope,
dude.
Nope.
You knocked it out. Damn it, Mom, you knocked it out of the park with that one. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, Tiffany Haddish slipped my mind in breakthrough performances.
Are you serious?
Dude, I can't. 2 names popped in my head, and I'm gonna say both. You may say one before me, but I'm gonna say both. And Tiffany Haddish slipped my mind, but god damn it, man.
All right.
Damn it, man.
All right. Well, so that's one. The movie came out earlier this year. It had a really, really young girl in it, and she was killing it. And she is one of the one of the cast in that movie that people remember and people want to see more of. The movie is Logan, and she's Daphne Keane, who played X-23. Come on.
Yes. She was definitely on my list. As I was going through it, I'm like, oh, she fucking killed that role as X-23.
Bruh.
God damn it, Mo.
Like, people want to see more of her. I know this whole Fox thing with Disney, it's kind of really tricky, but people said if Wolverine is gone and you want to add a Wolverine character or the X character into one of these in one of the next X-Men movies, it should be her because of what she did in Logan. Mind you, Lucas and I have gone back and forth about Logan. I'm not really great on it, but she
love Logan.
She is my standout from that movie. She, her and Patrick Stewart are my standout from that movie. But yes, so that's another one. Do I do 5 or 3? Because I mean,
I would say let's stick with 3 because
okay.
stole my third. Oof. I'm trying to think of another third, but you stole my third. So
this one. Okay, because I have 6 on my list.
Damn it! You know what, Mo?
What?
Do you, homie? Do your list, man.
All right.
Maybe you got the people that's on my list, so we can.
All right.
Yeah, this work.
Another one I have on my list is this movie just came out, or it's just out. Call Me by Your Name, and the breakout performance from this one is Timothy Chalamet.
God damn it, Mo! That's my number one. That's my number one breakthrough performance.
I think I'm gonna do 3. I think I'm gonna do 3 so you can get the rest. But he crushed it in this movie. I just saw the movie and I was like, wow. And mind you, we're gonna talk top 10 movies that came out in 2017, and I'm like, Christmas. Like I've had a list from the beginning of the year. As the year's been going now, I want to narrow that list down to 10. It's gonna be really difficult. But breakout performances of 2017 for me, I'm gonna stick with 3. Tiffany Haddish from Girls Trip, Daphne Keane, and Timothy Chalamet from Call Me by Your Name. Lucas, what do you have? I am really sorry.
Motherfucker, I swear. Here's the thing, Timothy.
Oh,
I gotta applaud you, Timothy. To me, it's he's gonna walk away with the best actor of the year, Oscar, which would make him the youngest person to ever win that award and the first person under 30 to win that award. He's great. To me right now, he's a lock. There is no one that can beat him out for Best Actor. If someone beats him for Best Actor, it's because
Hollywood politics.
Sentimental value. That's the only way. And I fucking love some of them other movies that you'll see from my top 10. Mm-hmm. But he should win Best Actor, so he's clearly on my list. Fuck you, Mo.
All right,
but
we can.
I got 2 you didn't name no, Mo. So
okay,
good.
Okay, go for it.
First one that Mo did not name, and this is going to sound weird, and this is someone who, to me, right now is a lock to walk away with Best Supporting Actress.
Ooh.
Mary J. Blige.
Yo, fuck you. Fuck you. Yo, I have her on my list.
She is a lock. Now,
oh my God.
I don't care what anybody ever says about singers becoming actors. Mary J. Blige fucking killed Mudbound.
Oh my God.
She is a lock for Best Supporting Actress for Mudbound. I mean, I'm going to say this to everybody out there. Best Supporting Actress over the years has become the Black Award to give out.
Right,
to Black actresses. But Mary J. Blige is so amazing in Mudbound. I mean, this Mudbound is the Netflix movie of the year. I don't give a fuck. You don't have to watch Fuck Bright.
Yes, you don't have to. Yo,
922.
We're going to get there.
Was dope,
we're going to get there. We're going to get there.
Mudbound. Mary J. Blige. She is the Best Supporting Actress of the year to me.
Yes.
Breakthrough performance because she's been in other films, but she ain't never did this before. She's
never done this. She's never done this.
Hey, my last one since most stole
one of you from me. My bad.
This is a person who starred in a film that I would say everyone questioned them before this film came out, and I mean everyone. Either she didn't look big enough. People question if she could act well enough. People question if she was miscast, but Gal Gadot,
Wonder
Woman,
her
fucking performance as Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot. Let me just say this right now. I don't care if you line up every superhero film with every actor who's played a superhero. None of them has done the job she did as Wonder Woman, and she was doubted from the moment she got cast. Yep. Role. She has managed to kill this role as Wonder Woman 3 times.
Dude.
Twice in movies that people don't consider good movies. She's managed to kill this role as Wonder Woman. She killed it in BVS in 10 minutes. In Wonder Woman as a movie, she gave an amazing performance. And I know people who are thinking, 1, it's a superhero film. 2, like people say, what did she do that was amazing? People have to understand how hard it is to play a fish out of water. And that's what she did in Wonder Woman. That person who's placed in a world that they know nothing about. And as they pick it up, like, once you see it through her eyes in the film, that's what makes Wonder Woman great. Along with Patty Jenkins and her direction, but what makes Wonder Woman great is seeing the movie through Gal Gadot's eyes. She is fucking amazing. And then she turned around in a film that people have trashed, which they shouldn't be trashing, but they did trash. In Justice League, she was again amazing in this role. Besides Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man, Gal Gadot is the best person playing any comic book film. I don't give a fuck what universe you like. I will put her head to head against Hugh Jackman playing
Wolverine and Logan.
I will put her head to head with Hugh Jackman, and I fucking love Wolverine, and I fucking love Hugh Jackman and Logan. But Gal Gadot, her performance as Wonder Woman is fucking astounding. For someone who before this film, people questioned if she could actually act.
And that's what's crazy is people were questioning her, people doubted her. Like it was just a lot. It was just a lot for her in Wonder Woman. So I'm actually surprised. I'm actually really surprised that you have her up there. And you know what? I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at your list. I ain't mad at your list. But you really didn't have Tiffany Haddish on your list. I am very.
I don't know how she slipped my mind.
I'm kind of disappointed in you, man. I am kind of disappointed.
Look at my top three. That's why I stuck with 3 instead of 5. If I went to 5, I probably would have got Tiffany Haddish in there. Even though I think Tiffany Haddish was fucking amazing. Mary J. Blige is who knocked Tiffany Haddish out for me. She was so...
Wow.
I need you to understand.
No, she was. Real quick. She was. Yes, she was. I ain't mad at you for that. Real quick.
And I'm going to foreshadow a little bit here.
Okay.
We're going to do top 5 performances of the year. And right now in my head, because I'm still grappling with it, Mary J. Blige may be in the top 5 performances of the year. And that's not actor, actress, supporting, none of that bullshit. We're not separating.
Okay, yeah.
All of them together.
Yeah, I didn't separate
the top 5 performances. And I believe she may sneak into my top 5. She is so fucking amazing in Mudbound. Like, I feel myself getting emotional about it, bro.
No, she's really good.
What we're going to do, before I get emotional, and Lou breaks down, which does not need to happen for the alcohol, we're going to jump into the category I was just talking about.
Top 5 performances?
Top 5 performances of the year. Whew. Mo!
Oh, man.
I'll let you start off, homie.
Let's get them papers together again. This was really difficult for me. Okay, so I guess I'm going to start here. Oh, man. Laurie Metcalf in Lady Bird. Wonderful performance.
Okay.
Wonderful performance. Okay. Please don't tell me you had that one in your list too.
Dude, I didn't have a performance in my list, but I fucking love Lady Bird. So I'm not even mad at you for that. Timothy was also Lady Bird. That's a little foreshadowing. So I give it to you, Mo. Go ahead, dude.
And I already gave Timothy mine for breakout performances, so I'm gonna go into the same movie. Armie Hammer in Call Me by Your Name. His performance.
Amazing.
Look,
amazing in this movie, dude.
If you ever doubted Armie Hammer because of all the past movies he's done, this performance in this role.
Hold up, Mo. I'm gonna give my hot take of the year too. Before Mo finishes. Call Me by Your Name. And this is a hot take for everybody out there, and especially anybody who knows me, who personally knows how much I love this movie I'm about to compare it to. Call Me by Your Name is a better version of Moonlight.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
okay.
I fucking loved Moonlight.
Yeah, you did.
I raved about Moonlight for 8 months after I saw it.
You did.
Call Me by Your Name is a better version of Moonlight, and not because of the homosexual relationship, because I thought Moonlight was one of the best love stories I've ever seen. Call Me by Your Name is a better version of Moonlight.
You're right. I agree with you on there. All right, so I got Laurie and Armie Hammer. So for this one, we're supposed to go 5, right? Jesus, top 5 performances.
We can do 5. Mo.
This is difficult. I have Jeremy Renner in mind from Wind River, and
I'm not mad at you for that though.
I'm not mad at
all for you about that, dude.
Jeremy Renner has always been a good actor to me. He fell off to me when he joined the MCU and he was playing the hotshot Hawkeye.
And he gotta dumb himself down for the MCU. Which
Yes,
I do not like.
but Jeremy Renner is always. Let's see. His
Hurt
other
Locker, dude.
Yes, his other fall off movie. I was going.
Kill a Messenger.
Yes,
come on, man.
Yes, he's had great movies. So Jeremy Renner has fallen off twice in his career, and for now it's the MCU. And I think the Bourne movie. Even in the Bourne movie, he was really good.
He was good in the Bourne movie. The movie wasn't that good, but
yes,
he was good in it.
He was also really good in the Mission Impossible movie. And I thought this was dope in that movie. He was going to take over. Ethan Hunt's. He was going to take.
He don't run like Tom Cruise.
Yes,
he don't run like Tom Cruise.
Yes, he doesn't though. Nobody runs like Tom Cruise. So, but him in Wind River is top of the notch. Like I don't see how he's not top 5, top 10. But since we're doing a top 5, and I haven't seen as many movies as Lucas, so he's in my. No, she's not. No, it's okay. I haven't seen as many movies as Lucas has seen, but he in Wind River, because again, my movie viewing has been really limited, but in Wind River, he's one of the best, and I really, really like his character in that, so I give him that one.
I'm not mad at you, dude.
This was tough. This was really tough. All right. So, Saoirse Ronan, Lady Bird. Look, if you haven't seen Lady Bird, you should give it a fucking look. Look, I want to give Timothy another chance in top 5 performances, but I feel because
of Lady Bird.
Yes,
exactly. He is the.
Yo, Lucas is right. Yeah. He could walk away with an award this year, and if he doesn't, that's crazy. But Saoirse Ronan in Lady Bird, she's the main character, so she was really good.
In Brooklyn, he's awesome in Brooklyn,
bro.
And for her to rebound from Brooklyn to do Lady Bird,
bro,
fucking. What's up? Look, we started, man. I love movies.
All right.
Man, I fucking love movies. The way Mo loves comic books, I love movies. She is fucking amazing.
No, she's amazing. And you need to see it. You need to see Lady Bird. You need to see that movie and see her performance and the performances in this movie in general. All right, and number 5. I'm really stuck on, so I'm gonna. I have 2 characters.
Name 2 if you have to.
Yes, I have 2 that I couldn't really separate from, so I'm gonna give both of them the same kind of love. Holly Hunter in The Big Sick and Margot Robbie in I, Tonya.
Holly Hunter in The Big Sick is fucking amazing, man.
Yo, playing
it's fucking amazing,
dude. She plays her mother character so well. She plays the woman who's been cheated on so well. I cried in that movie, bruh.
I cried multiple times during The Big Sick.
Yo,
with her and Ray Romano, who is also amazing in The Big Sick,
bruh.
When they break down and she talks about him cheating on her, and that whole scene when she welcomes him back to her bed.
Yes.
Oh, I was done.
Yeah. So and Margot Robbie and I, Tonya.
Fucking amazing playing Tonya Harding, dude. She is fucking amazing playing Tonya Harding.
And she produced the movie, so she's on her job. I think she's gonna take Hollywood by
year.
Yeah, she's had a good year.
Margot Robbie is the next Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
Fucking killed it.
And that's my top 5 performances. Top 5, 5, 6, call it whatever, but that's my top 5. So I'm gonna let Lucas go.
So we're gonna overlap a little bit because Timothy, I'm not putting in no order, people. So don't look at my order because I'm not doing order. I'm just doing top 5 performances.
Yeah, that wasn't an order either.
Timothy,
that's just
from Call Me by Your Name.
Really? You just have him everywhere.
Dude, this movie touched me on a level. When I compared it to Moonlight, is because Moonlight touched me on a level that was unbelievable for a film.
Right.
Call Me by Your Name did the exact same thing. Call Me by Your Name could be the most romantic film I've seen since before Sunlight.
Wow.
And it's fucking amazing. And he is so great in this movie. And wow, Armie Hammer is not in my top 5. And that tells you from the performances that I've seen.
So you don't have Armie? You don't have Armie? Wow.
He was not in my top 5, and that says a lot because I've seen so many performances. But I put him up there for me. Again, Mary J. Blige in Mudbound. She is fucking amazing. I mean, so my God.
So you're gonna bless Mary twice, is what you're saying.
Man, if she don't walk away with an Oscar at this point, it's only Allison Janney from I, Tonya is the only one who should be in competition with Mary J. Blige for Best Supporting Actress, and she still does not compare to what I felt and saw when I watched Mudbound. Mary J. Blige is fucking amazing. Number 3, Christopher Plummer. All of the Money.
See, now I haven't seen that, and was.
Let me say this for one. Playing Mr. Getty was a real life character whose collection of art is in the LA Art Museum. Christopher Plummer, I'm thinking Kevin Spacey would have won an Oscar if he didn't go through everything he went through because of this role. This role is Oscar bait at its highest caliber. I don't care who played this role. And Christopher Plummer came in, and I don't know if I'm giving him more credit because he came in and shot this whole thing in 3 weeks.
I think you are.
For him shooting it, because even if he didn't shoot it in 3 weeks, it would be an amazing performance. Once you see it, you fucking Christopher Plummer. You know how hard that is to hate Christopher Plummer? You walk out of All of the Money thinking, he's a bastard. I fucking hate him. He should die immediately. This movie with him and Michelle Williams, who also gives a amazing performance as a desperate mother, Christopher Plummer kills it. He has to be in my top 5 performance of the year. I think that's 3 so far for me, right, Mo?
Yeah, that's 3.
Number 4, Meryl Streep in The Post.
See, you can't be calling out all these movies that I haven't seen, dog.
I can't help it. Meryl Streep in The Post, when she plays a real life character. And Meryl Streep kills so many roles, it's hard to separate at times. Mm-hmm. When I saw this film, I was like, my God. Like, I know the real life character. I've read enough about her. And I'm like, Meryl Streep is so fucking amazing in The Post. When Meryl Streep carries a film that also stars Tom Hanks, it tells you how strong her performance is. And, I'm about to give you a wild card. And I struggle with number 5 top performance. Like, and let me quickly name the ones I struggle with. I struggle with putting Patrick Stewart from Logan in here.
Yeah, that's a struggle.
Fucking amazing.
That's a struggle.
It's a performance. I struggle with putting Jessica Chastain in here for Molly's a Game.
I haven't seen that.
Great performance. I struggled with Silent Lady Who Fucks a Fish.
Really?
On the movie I'm talking about. The Water. I give her credit because of her emotion in it.
Okay.
Andy Serkis from War of the Planet of the Apes. I struggle with putting him
You know it's funny? I didn't, but I need to give him more credit. I need to give him more credit. I need to give him more credit.
You have to give him credit. The person I'm about to give credit to is someone who people will be shocked by. Jennifer Lawrence in Mother.
That is going to be very, very divisive. That is what and you probably don't care.
I'm a religious person. I'm gonna say that first. I'm not, and the space to off of the performance she put on, as submissive at times, powerful at times, Mother Earth. That she plays Mother Nature. Dude, her fucking performance. I cried during Mother at certain points because of what Jennifer Lawrence did. The movie as a whole hits you at times way too hard. The Jennifer Lawrence performance, amazing. Jennifer Lawrence performance is the reason why she's a number. Because when you can get a great performance in a movie that's good, but not as great as it should be. I mean, Javier Bardem is in this movie. And again, with Meryl Streep in The Post,
Mm-hmm.
She acts. It is amazing. Ed Harris is in this movie. Michelle movie, and they have huge roles in this movie. It does not compare what Jennifer Lawrence does it with Mother. It's amazing. Damn it, it's on a level that I didn't expect to see from Jennifer Lawrence. And I'm a person who loved Silver Linings Playbook with her.
Mm-hmm.
I loved American Hustle with her.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Joy with her. But this movie is the best performance I've seen from Jennifer Lawrence since Winter's Bone.
Ew. Ew.
She's amazing in Mother.
Now
it's on another level, Mo.
Now that is huge. That is huge. What else you got?
Again, I'm getting emotional. As I get emotional with movies, I get emotional with movies. It's cool though.
We're getting cool. After this. I think is our top 5 more. So you get your shit back.
Oh yeah. All that shit comes back.
We'll get back to regular Lucas in a minute. So this is emo Lucas we're dealing with right now.
So wait a minute. Mo has let the cat out the bag.
Yeah, because I gotta let you come back. Like you can't be going all the way out there, Lucas. Nope.
It's top 5 worst performance.
Oh no, you got one more. You got one more.
I do?
Yeah, you got one more. You gave us 4.
Jennifer Lawrence was number 5 for me, wasn't it?
Huh?
Jennifer Lawrence was number 5 for me.
Oh, was it? Run through it real quick.
Okay. I started with Timothy.
Uh-huh.
I went to Mary J. Blige.
Uh-huh.
Christopher Plummer. Oh.
Yeah, you got one more. You got one more.
He's number 4 for me.
Oh, you got one more. I want to hear this one.
Okay. Here's the key part because I forgot this person and I should not have forgotten this person. And I'm going to say 100% sure if it's not just a movie, it makes me feel this way.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say his name right because I don't want to get anything wrong because I haven't hated somebody in so long from a movie that I want to make sure I get this dude's name right. And as I said before, I don't get names right. Will Pointer. Poulter. I'm gonna say Will Poulter from Detroit.
Oh,
He plays the racist cop in Detroit.
Oh my god!
He did a person so much.
Oh my god!
I don't know if it's because I'm black.
I think
don't
it
know
is.
It's because I like good performances, but his performance in the movie, and this is coming from someone saw his movie, Haitian movie, which he played a little kid who got his penis bit.
Mm-hmm.
The guy offered the penis to get the poison out, which is horrible. But when he was in Detroit, I don't know if there's a person, white, Hispanic, anything of that nature, who would see this movie and not hate this character. He is so fucking amazing in Detroit. Detroit is one of those films that I feel is underrated because it didn't have the box office. Not a film that I feel is comfortable to watch, but it's fucking amazing, and he's so great in it. Like, you have to see this film. Give them if you afford to pay to see this, which is not currently on DVD. Shortly, it'll be on streaming services. If you have to bootleg this film, that Bo is one of those I save that when I have kids to watch.
Wow.
Detroit is a must watch.
So he is in your top 5 performance.
America, and his performance. I've seen Rosewood. Any film, black people are tormented. Appreciate the performances because these actors have, I feel, challenges them. And when I watched him in Detroit, and then after I saw Detroit, I did a review on JVS. Shout out to JVS. I did a review right after it. His performance in this film, and I thought during the course of time of all the films that's come out, it's still immensely powerful. It shouldn't be as powerful as it is. And I feel for him when he came out in the interview. I think I did a scene again. I was trying to jump to the next one because I wouldn't want to be emotional about it, but that is a performance that touched me.
Yeah.
On appreciate film. I love film. Yeah, I fucking love film, and I appreciate an actor who can have in a role with that much hatred and not be a person who I believe is that person. Like, it's easy to be a person who hates people when you hate people. I don't believe at all that's in this young man, and he put a performance on that should make Hollywood pay attention to him.
Right.
He's a great actor. And I don't say that about much people who's done the body of work or who have the body of work he has. But off of Detroit, I can say you're a great actor. That's rare. Like, man, Detroit is a film that touched me on a level that, and I'm not talking about too much because I am going to get emotional before our next topic, but him in Detroit, man, if you have not seen Detroit, please take your kids to see Detroit. It's highly important. Not just black kids. I mean, any kids. Kids of Latin descent. Kids of Asian descent. Caucasian kids. Any kids. Because you need to see where we've come from as a country. I don't give a fuck how bad people think the world is today. We are not at the point that we used to be at. And people need to see that because, again, we only know how to correct ourselves based off of our history and will. Like,
my wine.
Damn it, Mo, let's go to the next topic.
Yeah, you was going off in a fucking tangent. I was like, let me let Lou preach in this one. I'm just going to let Lou go. Pastor Lou in this.
He's Pastor Lou. He's number 5 of my performances of the year. I know it's a strong chance he won't get nominated for much awards because the film came out so early in the year that people have forgotten about it. But Detroit is one of the few, I'm about to say only, I'm not going to say only, one of the few films this year that came out that I feel should be played for people in the middle schools, in high schools, and in colleges. You must see this film. You must see these performances, and you must understand what it took for him to put the performance on that he put in this movie. I need you to understand that. Man. I need you to.
Right.
So, Mo, let's go to the next one,
get into that jump.
And let's have a little bit more fun with it.
Oh, we're gonna have so much fun.
Worst performances of the year. So
this is only hard to compile because there's so many bad ones.
Normally, when Mo has given his top, my top 3 or 5, we're gonna do this one too. On top 5 worst performances of the year.
Okay.
So Mo, I know you got like 7 of them that would qualify. Start off with your top. When we hit 5, that's it.
All right, just 5
of the worst performances of the year. Go ahead, Mo.
All right,
to start.
I'm gonna do another combination, but they're in the same movie, so it doesn't fucking matter. Both actors from 50 Shades of whatever shit that movie was. Both of them.
50 Shades Darker?
Oh yeah, that movie. Both of them can get it. Both of them can get it. They are fucking horrible. I hated that movie. I hated the dude's performance. I hated Dakota Johnson, who I really think was coming up, but I don't know why she took this fucking movie. Come on, man, Dakota, you're better than this. You're way better than this.
Let's just nowadays she took it for a paycheck.
Oh man,
these 50 Shades movies make money. Money, man.
They better make some type of money.
Movies, man.
For like, oh yeah, yes, I'm pouring up. By the way,
I hear that. I'm gonna jump to the next film. I don't know if I'm gonna catch Mo off guard with this.
You probably will.
This is an actor I love who also was in All of the Money and gave a pretty good performance in it.
Right.
Mark Wahlberg. The Transformers.
Mm.
You motherfucker.
It's a paycheck.
Fuck you.
It's a paycheck though.
Fuck Paramount. Fuck understand. And I'm gonna tip my hand. Transformers is my worst movie of the year. I think it's never
everybody's worst
movie in a movie, and it hurt me to watch it. Like, I normally walk out of movies. I've come close to walking out a lot of movies this year. But Transformers.
Let's not talk about walking out of movies, because you stopped me from walking out of one. But I definitely should.
But Mark Wahlberg, I'm gonna put him at number 2 because Mo did number 1.
All right.
Put him at number 2 for worst performance of the year.
All right.
Go ahead, Mo.
All right. So since we're talking about actors that we actually like, I have one that I actually like. He was in The Night Manager, and he was in a movie about a tower. But I didn't particularly like his performance in Kong Skull Island, and that's Tom Hiddleston. Like, I think I'm sorry. It was really. He played the most male Mary Sue character of all characters ever. He was just so perfect. He knew how to do everything. I just couldn't get I couldn't get behind him, and he was very flat. He was very flat, and you would probably argue that and say he wasn't, but he was very bad in that movie.
You like that movie?
No, that's the thing. I actually liked the movie. I even liked Sam Jackson's character in the movie. Man, I just couldn't take him in it. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I just couldn't. So yeah, that's mine. You want to talk about another one?
Damn it, Mo. I'm gonna talk about another one because I'm clearly gonna name another one. But damn it, Mo.
So this is our first disagreement on this episode, because we haven't disagreed about anything.
Hey. I like Tom Hiddleston in Skull Island. I was willing to overlook the point that he was the perfect human being, even though he starts off being drunk in the movie. I was willing to overlook that and be perfectly fine, and then Mo comes along.
Nah, you can't, man. Because you see the reason, because he was on the list somewhere further down, but then you talked about Mark Wahlberg giving a good performance in one movie, and in Transformers. I was like, look, if that's the case, I can bring him in this.
Here's the thing, Mo. I'm not going to disagree with you, because a lot of people put him on there as worst performance of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got you beat here.
Go for it.
All I'm saying, I think I got you beat here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is from someone who's proven to be a good actor, who's in the second biggest movie of the year. Emma Watson in The Circle.
The Circle. Oh my god. She's on my list. She's on my list.
Fucking movie could not be worse. It has Emma Watson, John Boyega. Am I saying his name right?
John Boyega. Yeah.
John Boyega and Tom Hanks.
Jesus.
This could be one of the worst movies. This is one of the worst movies of the year.
Really?
And she was so not on my list, Mo.
Okay.
List.
It's maybe,
but it is one
top
of the
10.
worst movies of the year.
Right.
It's in at least my top 20 worst movies of the year.
Makes
but Emma
sense.
Watson in Her Circle is absolutely horrible.
Oh, she's so bad.
So bad.
She's so bad.
She should have to get back for Harry Potter credits after watching this.
Dude.
So I'm gonna let you go, Mo, because I'm gonna let you go.
All right. Well, this one is from a bad movie. He's not a great actor in any type of form. It's so funny how we've talked about about 3 or 4 kind of good actors in this. This is just from another. He's not a great actor. He's probably passable, but Dax Shepard in Chips.
Oh, goddamn! Here's the thing. This is I'm going to admit this.
You like Chips?
I watched Chips recently and it wasn't that bad.
No, that movie's bad. And I feel like the only reason you're giving that movie...
It's really bad. But I was looking at it through the prism of it's really bad. And I'm like, I enjoyed it a little bit. I watched it at least 3 times.
And I think the reason you like that movie is Michael Pena. He's so good in that.
It's like, so
how?
The movie is super trash, but...
Michael Pena makes it watchable, though.
I understand.
He makes it very
So I'm
watchable.
saying-
All right, that's it. Top 5.
You know what?
You want to do one more?
No. That's 3, Mo. That's 3. We've all done 3.
Oh, word.
Because you did one, I did one, you did one. You're gonna close out the 5. But I'm gonna put this person in here.
Ooh.
And this is another Netflix film, people.
I know what you're going. I know what you're going for. I know what you're doing.
I don't think you know. Mo. Adam Sandler.
Oh,
and Sandy
fucking
Wexler.
fuck that movie.
Dude,
No.
This movie is so bad.
Fuck that movie.
Adam Sandler has done so many bad films.
Oh shit.
But Sandy Wexler is one of the worst. It is literally unwatchable.
Very.
I don't give a fuck who you are.
Very.
I could sit an infant down in front of this movie and an infant would walk out. Okay? It's that bad. It makes no sense. This movie's so fucking bad. I'm not telling y'all what the movie's about. Just know, if you ever come across Netflix and you look at Sandy Wexler, you see Adam Sandler, don't fucking watch that movie. The movie is fucking horrible. Mo, I'll let you close out my brother with number 5.
All right, this movie is kind of very recent, by the way. This is a Netflix movie. Oh man, I kind of feel bad. It's not even who you think it is from the movie, but I think you know what the movie is. We just talked about the movie.
It is for the movie.
The movie's Bright, but the worst performance in the movie did not come from Will Smith. Did not come from Joe Edgerton. It came from the girl playing the other Bright. Yes, Tika. Bruh. What was she doing? Like, I didn't even care to learn her name. If Lucas has her name, he will probably tell it to you at some point in this episode. I do not care to learn her name. I do not want to tell you her name because that would mean I'd have to do research to get her name. Y'all can do that on your own. The girl who played Tika, you can cancel her from the movie. Matter of fact, just cancel the movie. But yeah, the worst performance of 2017 goes to her. If you want to debate somebody,
I knew she's gonna be listening to you. And her name is Lucy Fry.
Oh fuck! For what? Why did you even? Why? Why did you bother? Why did you bother?
Because I knew she was gonna be on the list. And here's the weird part: I've seen another movie with her in it.
Yes,
she's in Vampire Academy. I know people out there listening to me saying, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah,
I've seen it. She was in Mr. Church. She was on Darkness, which is a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in a multitude of bad movies with bad performances, but she killed it with Bright. She's so bad.
And you know what? And you know what? She'll probably get another job at some point in her life.
Oh, she's pretty. She's so pretty, though.
Yeah, she is. She's really pretty.
So fucking pretty.
And if you want to debate me about Bright, don't. Go debate somebody that gives a fuck, because I don't care.
Mo, can I give somebody who gets honorable mention?
Please, go ahead. Yes, we should do one. Go ahead, you do it.
Zac Efron in Baywatch.
Dude.
It's honorable mention for worst performances of the year. Look here. He almost single-handedly took down The Rock before Jumanji came out.
Oh, God.
Baywatch is so bad.
It's so bad.
He is literally the reason it's so bad. Other than that, everybody plays it for jokes, and I don't know what Zac Efron was thinking.
He was trying to be a real actor.
Fuck him. He can't act, nigga. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this, and I know I called him a nigga. That's fine, but I'm gonna say this, okay? Zac Efron is eye candy.
On 100.
I'm a straight man. I don't mind looking at Zac Efron running around shirtless. It's cool. I understand what his purpose is. So when he tries to do any form of a performance, I'm like, nigga, are you crazy? Fuck him and fuck Baywatch. So that it's an honorable mention for worst performance of the year for Baywatch.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
Dwayne Johnson, but we let him slide.
Yes.
He gave it to Zac Efron.
Yes.
So Mo, I think this is a more interesting category
for me.
Anybody, and it is top comic book movies of the year. I'm going to limit you to 3, Mo.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to do 3. You're going to do 3.
It's not even that difficult for me.
Go
It's
ahead,
not
Mo.
that difficult for me.
I'm gonna let you. What's number 3?
Number 3, Justice League.
Wow.
It's smooth. Like, everyone on this cast and everyone on any cast I've ever done knows that I'm a DC fan. And
I'm about to say, you clearly, you both are super posters. I ain't even mad at you, Mo.
And I'm wearing my Superman boxers too, so fuck you.
Exactly. How you do it? I understand.
No, seriously. I of all the comic book, I mean, this movie is heavily flawed, and this movie is getting.
That's all
this movie I'm gonna name. I'm gonna name it because the performances in this movie make the movie stand out more than the actual movie itself to me. I don't care too much for this movie. I thought the movie was boring, but it is better than a lot of the other comic book movies that came out in 2017.
You're talking about Logan, aren't you?
Yes.
So we have overlap.
And number 1, it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, the biggest comic book movie in America.
We have 2 overlaps.
It's Wonder Woman.
What I'm talking about, Mo?
It's Wonder Woman. It's easy.
We have 2 overlaps.
If you want a comic book movie that isn't directed by Zack Snyder, that has style and substance, that has action and story, that has cool looking shots and very deep emotional connections, Wonder Woman is a movie for you.
Breakthrough performance that I named already.
And Lucas's breakthrough performance, which blew me out the water. But no, the best. I will say this is maybe one of the better directed, maybe not the best, but one of the better directed comic book movies that came out in 2017. Because Patty Jenkins. Oh, you're saying the?
It could be the best directed comic book movie that came out.
Ooh, okay.
In 2007.
I thought you were going to say Logan.
There's not. No. Because as much as I love Logan, Logan is performances more than direction. Patty Jenkins' direction in Wonder Woman should. Well, let me phrase that. Could get her an Oscar nomination.
Bro,
she's amazing in this movie.
She pulled a stellar performance out of Chris Pine.
Dude, and Chris Pine is nothing but a jokester 100% of the time.
But
I know people think that's easy. That's not easy to pull.
It's not easy to do
from a jokester, and she managed to do it with pulling a good, a great performance from Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Dude, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Patty gets credit.
Yeah.
But we got overlap. That's awesome.
Okay, fine. Great. So go ahead. What's your number 3? Because I feel like we overlap too much.
All I'm gonna name is that number 1 for me was Logan.
Okay.
Because
Logan.
Shane, which I believe Logan is based off of. I know that I love Shane. Hugh Jackman was amazing. Miguel was amazing. Patrick Stewart was amazing.
God.
This is the best performances I've ever seen in this genre of film. Wonder Woman clearly was number 2 for me.
All right.
And number 3, I don't know if it's going to shock Mo. It may a little bit I wrote this. Ladies and gentlemen, I wrote this topic, and I wrote it by saying comic films based off of comic books, because number 3, Atomic Blonde.
You know what?
Atomic Blonde is based off of a comic book.
You know what? If we did 5, no, seriously, if we did 5, I was not shocked about that because I have that in there and I have Lego Batman in there. But yeah.
Look, if we did 5, Lego Batman will be number 4 for me. He just lost to Atomic Blonde. Atomic Blonde is amazing.
It's amazing.
Now. And I saw it in theaters. I've seen it twice at home. And Atomic Blonde is that film. It's amazing.
Right.
It's based off a comic book.
Yes. The coldest
winter. It was always on my list.
Yes.
It was always on my list.
Yes.
So there you go, Mo.
Yeah. I mean,
we have different.
I feel like if I was wearing my Superman boxers,
I like Justice League a lot.
Yeah, you did. You were. I was very surprised.
It's not a film that I think is a bad movie. I do not agree. I normally do agree with most. I really enjoy Justice League, but Atomic Blonde is like
makes sense. So if we did a top 10, I feel like Justice, we could. I don't even think we could have done a top 10 because some of the comic book this was like, I already knew when I saw the topics, I saw top comic book movies. I'm like, I can't go 5, I can't go 10. I mean, I can't go 10. I can't go more than 6 because a lot of
comic books in a row.
Yeah, because a lot of the comic book movies weren't great. They made money, but they weren't great this year. So I'm sorry. Oh,
Frank the Rock.
Look, okay. You know what? Before we get let's move into let's move into the next topic because this one should be really good.
The next topic is worst movies of the year.
Okay.
Come up. I think we're gonna do like worst performances.
Yeah. Yes. We'll go back and forth.
We're gonna pick the 5, and I'm gonna give it an honorable mention.
Okay.
Let's take the 5.
All right.
Mo, start off the list for us, sir.
All right. So number 5 for me. I was looking forward to this movie when I heard the movie's coming out and the comic books had dropped for it from Dark Horse. I was like, I'm gonna read them. It's a Stephen King movie. It's a Stephen King. Yes.
Fucker, this is one of the most disappointing movies of the year to me.
Yes, and I slept through it. I remember because remember when we went to go see the screener, and we got really. I threw
up in the movie theater. I've never thrown up in a movie theater.
Yeah, Dark Tower, man. Dark Tower.
It took me through this movie.
Oh God, it was so bad. It was so bad.
I mean, a disclaimer for anybody who loves the Dark Tower series as much as I do.
Yes.
Or, a matter of fact, for anyone who doesn't understand what the movie's based off of, Dark Tower, the movie, is not based off of any of the books. It is literally a sequel to the books.
Right.
This movie is really bad.
Oh, it's so
really,
bad.
really bad. Especially the books are so rich and detailed. If they adapted book 1, decided to move on the series like that, it would have been great. But it's a piece of shit they dropped for people. Man. Again, I'm always the person who tells you separate the mediums. So separate books, comic books from film. It's not supposed to be the same. I love Dark Tower. I've read every series in Dark Tower, every book in Dark Tower. Still separated it from the film, and the film was still trash. Fuck this movie. Fuck this movie, Mo.
Word. No.
But since you put that at number 5, I'm gonna put it at number 4 is Transformers: The Last King.
Word.
Fuck everybody who's involved with this movie, and I know. Well, you probably thinking it should have been higher on the list.
Definitely higher.
I'm gonna put it at number 4, and the reason I'm gonna put it at number 4 is because Stanley Tucci is a robot butler. That's just good enough for it to be at number 4. He's separated just enough for me. I'm like, Stanley Tucci, the robot, is in it.
But I have a question for Anthony Hopkins. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you
disrespect?
No.
Disrespect Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Thank you, because you know what? Fuck his Sir. Because remember when I wanted to talk about Sir? What's his name? The actor, when we did the 2 actors versus, and I wanted to talk about him, and I said Sir. Yeah, and I said Sir. You're like, I don't call him Sir. Look, this dude Anthony Hopkins has been in. He was in 2 movies this year that I want to say I want to ask the Queen to take back his knighthood, because this nigga right here, I just called him a nigga.
He was also Westwood this year.
Westworld. So I can't really be mad at him, but it's like, what are you doing, man? I don't think he needs a paycheck that bad.
I don't.
Is he senile?
He understands. I don't think he understands what he's doing.
Is he? He's getting senile, isn't he?
Oh. He did a monologue in Transformers.
Oh my God!
Nigga, if you don't understand this monologue, is completely out of place. The rest of this fucking movie,
man. I would put that movie higher, but you know what? It's fine. It's definitely fine. The one I think should go next.
Okay.
The best runner in Hollywood was in this movie. Literally. The best runner in Hollywood was in this movie. and he even could have run away from how bad this movie was.
Mo, I like this movie. I enjoyed it a little bit.
No, but I think they enjoyed making this movie. They enjoyed taking this movie as it is, which is why this movie is not higher than it is on this list. It's number 3. Okay. It's not bad. The Mummy. Not The Mummy. Tom Cruise's The Mummy. That was supposed to start off a universe. Yeah, you got to separate it.
Brandon Fraser's The Mummy.
Because as funny as kooky as those were, they were good. You got to separate this one. And yeah, Tom Cruise, bruh. But he redeemed himself. He redeemed himself in American Made.
Yes, he did. American Made.
Yes, he redeemed himself. So I ain't even mad at him. I can't say why did you take this one, Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise does take, he's big. He's $200. He's a $200 million. He can bring $200 million on his name. Once the name Tom Cruise,
the Mummy made over $400 million.
And I think
the Mummy made over $400 million.
And I think 200 million of that is because Tom Cruise was in it, and the other 200 million just came from somewhere else. But Tom Cruise was in this movie, and I think he can bring $200 million to any movie he's in. But seriously, this movie was shit. The premise was shit. The story was shit. Fucking what's his name in this movie? Gladiator was in this movie. Fuck, why am I blanking on names, man? This liquor starting to hit. Russell Crowe.
He was in the movie as Dr. Jekyll.
At some point, I thought this movie was The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Then I thought it was Underworld. It was just bad. It was bad.
So fucking bad, bro.
It was just horrible.
So, I think that more I'm gonna put in this list.
Mm-hmm.
Some people may put it high, but I have in my life I've never seen a cure for wellness, Mo.
Okay. All right.
Looking forward to it.
I was looking forward to this. I'm thinking Inception. I'm thinking, what's the other movie that came out? Leo did before Inception.
Gordon BC directed this film and better.
Bruh.
Directed it because he did
a
little special.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you thought the Pirates movie he did was great.
Right.
This is a horrible movie.
It's horrible.
It is 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
An hour too long.
Some studio head got fired for this movie. Had to have gotten fired for this movie.
So fucking bad. So that's what, number 4?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish this list off, Mo.
Oh man. I really wish I hate being the guy who's going to do this one. Because if we say, this is number 4, number 5, or number 1.
Number 5. We're done at this point.
So did we start off? So our list started off at number 5, right?
Start off with number 5.
Oh, okay.
Is,
The Dark Tower, and
The Dark Tower. Then I went to Transformers.
Yeah. Then I did The Mummy, and you did Cure for Wellness.
I did The Mummy, and I did Cure for Wellness. We're not even gonna say this in specific order, people. These are just.
Oh, these are just okay. Great. Thank God.
Really bad movies.
Thank God.
I'm figuring I know what Mo's movie is, and it dropped like a week and a half ago. Is this movie? I figured it.
I already gave you an actor from this movie that was one of my worst performances of the year. This movie was a movie that had a good movie inside of it, but then had a bad director, bad actors, horrible writer. There was a good movie in this movie somewhere. There was a great concept. I think
if you squint really, really hard, a good movie.
I think when Netflix, this is a Netflix movie, BT Dubs. Did I just say BT Dubs? By the way, when Netflix got this movie, they said, this sounds like a good movie, but we're going to let the director and the writer go for it and just go gung-ho in this and just do shit, do their shit. Look, man, Bright. Like,
I'm going to explain this a little bit more. Why is it so bad to you, Mo?
It's just, okay.
Clearly be an asshole here.
I know, because, I'm going to do it regardless. Because I don't care about people who like this movie. I don't care whose feelings I'm going to hurt. But Bright is the worst movie to me because it took something that that's not so. First of all, it's not so difficult. It's not so easy to do, but it's also not as difficult to do. And it's a very delicate issue, racial tension, racial relation, and made it a mockery because they wanted to make it funny, because they wanted you to laugh, or it's because they thought this is how racial relations and racial tensions look in the world, and this is what it should look like. Again, I don't mind the fantasy aspect of this movie coming into the real world because that's a good concept, but it's just the handling of this movie. And I think when you ask people why they like this movie, no one ever tells you I like the story, I like the acting. They tell you, oh, the concept. Fantasy meets real world. Lord of the Ring meets Street Kings.
Concepts means absolutely nothing if it's not executed well.
But that's what people like. It makes no sense that you can look at a whole movie as itself and not separate concept from what they were trying to do. First of all, David Ayer, what the fuck were you doing? Max Landis, how old the fuck are you? Grow the fuck up. Like, seriously, David Ayer is done. In my view, he's done working. I don't know why WB is still trying to keep him on this Gotham City project. They should really start trying to pull away from him and like, he is toxic at this point. He's as toxic as the other director that they got rid of, for Justice League. They need to get rid of David Ayer, and they need to do it quick. So,
Zack Snyder.
I wasn't trying. He who must not be named. He who must not be named. But seriously, Bright is the worst movie that I've seen. Oh, again, this is not an order, but this is one of the worst movies that I've seen. And it's, again, the concept of the movie and them trying to play racial relations the way it's very insulting. And I think black people should be insulted by it. And I think people who like this movie should go back and watch it a second and a third time and try to look for stuff that you said you liked and think about it. Think about certain lines in this movie that they said, and it's like, wow, they actually said this. And
lives don't matter, Mo.
Bruh. And that was in the beginning of the movie. It's so bad. It's just
a legit.
Look, Lucas. Look, I'm done talking. Like, we just talked about this movie last week. I'm done talking about it. What's your honorable mentions?
I ain't mad at you, Mo.
Yeah, what's your honorable mentions?
Not at you. Honorable mention for worst film, Wars. The Last Jedi. It's on my list. Of worst movies of the year.
Whoa.
And on my list of worst movies of the year because it was so disappointing. Sometimes, people, we have to let disappointment. We have to say, but if you're really, really disappointing, here, this movie, it answers no question asked by The Force Awakens. But it gives you hope moving forward in this series. It is confusingly bad movie.
If you had to ask me, I'd have said, really? If you had to ask me, I'd have said Underworld, Blood Wars.
This could be a good movie. See, it's hard for me to put movies as the worst movies when I didn't expect it to be shit.
True. Makes sense.
Baywatch.
So we're at top 10?
We're at the top 10 films of the year. What do you have at number 10?
Okay. I had to rework my list a couple of times. I think I have Get Out at number 10. Get Out at number 10. And
stay woke like shit.
Yeah. I can't not have that movie in my top 10.
I ain't mad at you for having it in your top 10, Mo.
I can't. You said it on one of our other casts. Like, I fly my flag, my black flag a lot sometimes. So it's. What about you? What'd you have at number 10?
That shit might be a rainbow flag. If you let that shit, not that in that meaning.
Who?
I got number 10 is
Logan? Yo, you just love shit. Like, I can't for the life of me. I just
got
can't.
Logan at number 10, man.
I just can't for the life of me understand why you have that movie
It's
anywhere.
an amazing Western. I had no. What you got at number 9, Mo?
Number 9? Number 9. Number 9. A movie that came out earlier this year. Split. Split is number 9.
Wow. Okay.
Look, I really liked it.
I'm not gonna comment it. I understand why people love Split, but it's still shocking.
I didn't want it on my list actually. After looking at some of the other movies that I wanted to put on there, I was like, oh, why? But I had it on my list earlier, and early in the year, it kind of still stayed. So, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is someone who was making a rebound from King Arthur. I'm not gonna say a rebound. Let's say a rebound. Because the movie came out before King Arthur. That's Lost City of Z.
Charlie Hunnam?
Yes.
Are you serious? You know what? I've been holding on from seeing that movie. I want to see it. I'm gonna see it.
And a very historic, epic type of film. Probably 40 minutes long. It's deliberate, plotted. It is not fast paced, but it's such a great movie. My God, I love this.
Wasn't Tom Holland in that one too?
No, I'm sorry. No, Robert Pattinson, not Tom Holland.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, my bad. Tom Holland is in it, but in a not big role. Let me rephrase that.
Okay,
Robert
all right.
Pattinson is so great world. Lost City of Z. So, Lost City of Z is number 9 for me. Boom, that's number 8.
Now this one. This is where I had. Going up in the list is, this is where I kind of had issues, with the list. The Big Sick. The Big Sick is number 8.
Wow, The Big Sick. Okay.
The Big Sick was one of those movies that came out and it was like, whoa. And it's like, yo, like I did not expect anything from this. Holly Hunter crushed it. Kumail crushed it. Like everybody was good in this and I loved it. So The Big Sick. Yeah. The Big Sick.
I'm definitely not mad at that. So we're number 8. And number 8 for me is Raw.
Who?
Raw is a horror movie.
Oh.
For people that don't know, came out earlier this year. I can give a quick synopsis on it.
Please do that. Do that.
A string encounters a merciless, dangerous, seductive world during her first week at veterinary school. What I'm saying is graphic, it is violent, it is bloody, amazing. It's a story about eating people. I need y'all to see.
Okay.
Raw is amazing as a movie.
All right.
Amazing as a movie. And Raw is my number 8 film. So, Mo, what did you get at
number 7? Number 7. Okay. Oh boy, this is difficult. This is where I'm writing my list and I'm like, oh, this is getting really difficult. Number 7 is Annabelle Creation. Annabelle Creation.
Wow. Okay.
It was good. It was really good. I yelped in the fucking movie, and Lucas was there, and he can tell you guys. He will never let me forget it.
Was a he yelled. He said, "Ah!" I get it, please.
Never let me forget it. What you got for number 7?
Number 7 for me is A Ghost Story.
Ew! Really?
Stars.
I did not like that movie, but keep going.
What? T. Affleck. For people out there who don't know it, the synopsis is a passionate young couple unexpectedly separated by shocking loss discover an eternal connection and a love that's infinite. It is amazing to me. And Casey Affleck, amazing again. And this is saying a lot coming from somebody who won for Manchester
By the
City.
Sea, yeah.
He comes back and kills it all over again. Love this movie.
Number 6, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman for number 6. Yes. Yes. It was gonna be higher. It was gonna be higher. But there are other movies that I was like, if I'm being a really, really good, fair person, Wonder Woman was not better than some of these movies that are on my list. So no, yeah, it's good at number 6. It's good at number 6. And I scratched out a movie to put Wonder Woman in that if I tell you at the end, you're gonna be like, what? But yeah, Wonder Woman is
For you.
huh?
And for your, which you scratched out for Wonder Woman, but it's fine.
You want to know what I scratched out for Wonder Woman?
Nope. I
All
do
right.
not want to know. I
All
do
right.
not want to know till our list is over. I don't want to know. Because you have Wonder Woman at number 6.
Yep. Lucas, you're number 6. What you got?
My number 6 is Lady Bird.
Why? Wow,
I know
Lady Bird is at number 6 for you?
Lady Bird is at number 6 for me. I know some people may have Lady Bird a little higher than me, but while I understand it was a really good movie, it is at number 6 for me.
Okay.
So Mo, now we're at the home stretch, homie.
Oof, this is yeah.
What is number 5 for you?
War of the Planet of the Apes.
Wow. Okay.
That wasn't even hard, right? Just like War of the Planet of the Apes.
I'm not gonna say that. I understand it could be at your top 5.
Yep. What's your number 5?
So Detroit
you
is
love that
number 5
movie.
for me.
You know I didn't see that
I
movie.
fucking love.
I didn't see that movie, and I didn't see it
fucking
because
love-
I didn't want to be angry.
God damn it, Mo. So disrespectful. Detroit is an amazing movie. Amazing movie.
I'm
You
pretty
gotta
sure-
see it,
I'm
man.
pretty sure I'll see it, but I didn't want to be angry, and I was like, I'm not gonna see this movie, so no, I didn't see it. But I will see it. I will see it. I will.
All right,
see it.
so what you got to know? So right now, I'm not gonna say we don't have any overlap. We may have one that overlap, but
Oh,
other
no.
than that,
We're getting
absolutely
there. We're getting there.
So number 4. What's your number 4, Mo?
Wind River.
Wow.
A
Okay.
a true story, a very hard hitting film, a movie that was the pacing. You know, people say slow paced and slow pacing, but this movie's pacing was perfect for what this movie had to tell and the way it had to tell it and what it had to do. It was perfect. And you know who kind of stood out for this? Who was a breakthrough performance in this movie that I didn't talk about? Was her name is Elizabeth Olsen? Is she Elizabeth Olsen?
Yes.
Olsen? Yes.
Elizabeth
The
Olsen,
other
she is-
Olsen sister. My gosh. Yes, you got to put it.
She's really, really good in this movie.
And you know what's funny? Jeremy Renner and her are both in MCU movies, and their characters are both whatever, forgettable. But in this movie, she shows you she can actually act, and you actually buy
I'm
her.
not going to disagree with you there about her showing that she can act. Well,
But I bought her performance, and I was like, wow, you can actually act. You know, because in the MCU, all she does is finger waving, and it's you know what? We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. Where you got a number 4, right? We're at number 4. What you got a number 4?
number 4, the longest titled movie of the year. 3 billboards outside Ilbening, Missouri. I think I said that right.
I think
3
you got that
billboards
right.
outside of Ilbening, Missouri
I think you got
is
that
number
right.
4 for me.
I think you got
It
that
is
right.
amazing. Frances McDormand's amazing in it to me. Woody Harrelson's amazing in it to me. This is it was one of those movies that really, really touched me. And that's saying a lot after following Detroit. But
Right. That is saying a lot.
3 billboards is number 4 for me. So Mo, what you had at number 3?
Number 3, and Three Billboards. It just flows. It just flows. That's my number 3 movie.
Wow.
And you know what's funny? I just saw this movie last night, and I was like, because you had said see it, and I saw it last night. So that might be why it beat out a lot of the other movies on my list. And I'm like, you know what? I am not mad at it. I am not mad at it. It was so good. It was so good. It was so touching. It was compelling. I bought the story. This was a really good movie. I'm not even gonna fake. And again, I'll tell you, I saw it last night, so that might skew my ratings of these movies. But you know what? I'm not ashamed of it. I'm going to own my ratings. Yes, I will do that. I will own my ratings.
So I think this is an awesome segue.
Yes.
Going into my number 3. Is my number 4 is your number 3?
Yes.
My number 3 is your number 8.
No way.
The Big Sick.
Wow.
That number 3 for me.
Wow.
This could be the best romantic comedy done in the last
ever
20 years.
Seriously.
It is amazing, man. As a movie.
It's so good.
It's amazing as a movie. I'm just shocked that it was number 8 on Mo's list.
Dude,
but
I mean,
I understand.
It was a lot. There's a lot of movies for this movie to come into, and I'm like, even a movie that should make my list may not make my list because of my my ordering and what I scratched out and what I put in. But yeah.
So again, we're at the home stretch, Mo.
We are.
What do you have at number 2?
Call Me by Your Name.
Wow. Okay.
And this might be one that I'm saying based off performances alone. Based off performances alone. Just performances.
Okay.
Yes. This might just be based off performances. But Jesus Christ, those performances in this movie were just
amazing. It's fine to say it.
Yes. Phenomenal with the F.
Wow. So now I feel bad because I don't believe you've seen my number 2 movie yet, Mo.
It's okay.
My number 2 movie is The Post.
Of course. I haven't seen. I want to see it. I want to see Meryl Streep and I want to see Tom Hanks. And I think you said in this movie she carries Tom Hanks, which I don't think is possible.
She completely carries Tom Hanks in this movie, and Steven Spielberg is masterful as a director in this movie.
Okay,
it is everything about The Post is amazing, and that's why it's my number 2 movie, Mo. Mm-hmm. So this is the big moment for reveal. What do you have at number 1? Like we ain't agreed. We've missed the mark on a lot, so I'm really interested to see what you got at number 1.
Oh man, this movie is a sequel to a movie that came out a while ago.
Wait a minute.
Harrison Ford.
Okay.
Harrison Ford was the main character in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's in this movie, but Ryan Gosling is the main cast of this movie. This
is your number 1 movie.
Look, I feel judged.
This movie did not make my top 10, but this is your number 1.
And what might be pissing me off is if I'm making this movie number 1, if I make the movie I really want to make number 1, I might have to. You know what? You're right. You didn't influence this, but maybe I should think about this a little bit and think about the fact that this movie, out of all these other movies, didn't make my list. This movie, I'm gonna take it out. Right now, this is a first. I'm going to take this out of my list because this movie.
Are you removing? For everybody who don't know, Mo had his number 1 movie being Blade Runner 2049.
Yes.
Did you just change it at the last minute?
At the last minute, because for me to make Blade Runner, I hold Blade Runner is such for me. The original Blade Runner was a cult classic for me. Blade Runner 2049 is just on that level. it may have been one of the best movies I've seen, but I don't know if I can really put it in the list because in terms of movies I want to play again and again and again and watch again and again and again and flow and follow their stories, I don't think Blade Runner is in that category, but I still want to watch that movie again. But it's not something I would say, hey, you need to watch. Lady Bird. Lady Bird would be my number one.
Wow, Lady Bird. So my number 6 is your number 1.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And again, it's that way because this is another recent viewing. I saw Lady Bird, I think, a couple of nights after we saw the Fish Water movie, Shape of Water. I saw Lady Bird and I was like, OMG. This is a good movie. Again, I think number 2? Was it Call Me By Your Name? And this movie, I'm basing those two movies off performances alone. And because of the performances of these movies, and the fact that the performances didn't overshadow the story that much, yeah, I'm okay with that. And Blade Runner would be in one of the best movies I've seen, but it's such a cult classic type of movie, and you have to block out 3 hours of your life to see Blade Runner to fully understand it. So because of that alone, I'll take it off my list, and I'm proud of that. What is your number 1, Lucas?
So my number 1 is Mo's number 2.
Wow.
Call Me By Your Name.
We did have overlap.
It took all the way to the top for us to have overlap.
Right.
Call Me By Your Name is the best movie of the year to me.
Okay.
Hands down.
Okay.
Between the performances, the direction, I think everything was great about Call Me By Your Name. So that's my number 1. And I think it was on a lot of my lists this year.
It wasn't a lot of. Call Me By Your Name isn't a lot of all breakout performances, top performances. Yeah, it's in a lot for you this year. So not bad. It's a movie you all need to see. You all need to see. Call Me By Your Name. Everyone needs to
must see Call Me By Your Name.
That is a must see, and it's something you got to show everyone. I will see Detroit though. I will see Detroit. I promise. I'll see Detroit.
You got to see Detroit.
I didn't want to be angry because I think this year has been a very angry year for me, and I didn't want to. I think if you guys want to understand how angry I am with race relations, you will understand why I did not like Bright, because I was angry.
So many other reasons not to like Bright. You can't let that get into it.
Oh, you're right. There's so many other reasons, but I mean that was what they tried to play for, and they played it for laughs. Fuck that movie, man. Fuck Bright. Fuck Will Smith. Fuck David Ayer. So there you have it, folks. Our 2017 movies in review. Top 10 movies from me and Lucas. Top 5 worst performances. Top 5 worst movies of the year. Top 5 breakout performances of 2017. And top 5 performances of 2017. Down in the comment section below, let us know what your top 5 movies were. I'm going to go top 5 for you down in the comment section. I don't need 10. Top 5 movies, top 5 performances, top 5 breakout performances, top 5 worst performances, and top 5 movies. I want to see how you guys watch movies, and I want to understand how you guys watch movies. If you notice, Lucas and I did have comic book movies in our top 10 movies of the year. He had Logan, I had Wonder Woman. Let me know if you agree with those with our rankings or where we put certain movies. Lucas, you want to say anything before we head out? Or, wish our lovely listeners a happy new year, and hopefully you guys had a Merry Christmas. Do you want to say? Do you have anything you want to say?
I would say Happy New Year.
Yes.
If you look at Mo's top 10 list, if you haven't seen anything in there, check it out.
Make sure.
You may absolutely love some of these films in our top 10 that you have not seen. So, again, this is another one of Lou and Mo Productions in the year list for films, which I fucking love. I'm sounding emotional because I'm thinking about some of the movies, and that's dope. So if you haven't seen them, check them out. Detroit, Lady Bird, I know is another one. The Post has not really hit theaters like it should have yet.
Yes.
And Call Me by Your Name. So check them out if you haven't seen them.
All right. From Lucas and myself, thank you very much for listening. This has been Lou and Mo Productions. We are out. Peace.